Hi everyone, I'm Noelle, and today you are joining me in my garage to learn a little bit more about my decluttering methods with Project Simplicity. Now, decluttering methods are pretty simple when they are at the core of it. All organizing basically is looking at a few things. You're looking at, do you use it? Do you need it? Do you love it? And that's pretty much it. And is it in good condition? All that kind of stuff. Okay. Now I have training as a professional organizer. I took training years ago, and I've studied many of the classical organizers, professional organizers, classical organizing methods. Most of them boil it down to those general questions, and you go through your areas of your home and you look at what you use and what you don't use in your space and your tools that you organize with and your containers and all of this stuff. And then you really just pare down to the essentials of what you really love and what makes you have positive feelings and all this stuff. Now, a popular method that's coming up, many people are talking about, is of course, the Marie Kondo KonMari method of does it spark joy? And this is basically just another way to say, do you love it? Does it make you happy? I've also studied design psychology, and in that we really learned about how the things in your home and the colors of your home and the outlook and the space, how it really just has a very good psychology behind it of whether a space makes you feel good or bad or neutral. And you really want to focus on the good feelings and making every part of your home as much of a positive experience as you can. So there really isn't a whole lot of difference between the KonMari method and traditional professional organizing methods. They're just presented in a little bit different way. So with that in mind, I am using a little bit of everything as I go through my home for Project Simplicity. And one of the major questions I'm really looking at is it simple? What is the simplest way to make space in my home? What am I really using and going to use, and do I love it? Now, this is a complicated question, and I'm going to show you some examples. As I go through my home, I am pulling things out that I can sell, that I can give away, that I can sell at a yard sale. Hopefully we will have a big yard sale this summer, and hopefully some of the money that we make from that will go into buying some more household items. I'm really trying to replace a lot of the toxic items or the crappy items in our house with more sustainable, natural, safe items. And a lot of those are, of course, more expensive. So that's kind of the goal of this. I've been going through my kitchen, and there will be a video up eventually, but my kitchen is still a disaster because there's a lot to go through. My cupboards are not the ideal layout, and so I'm having a really hard time organizing things in a manner that I can really get to them and all that stuff. But I have been able to cull through a few things. For instance, on my counters, I had a set of 4 of these canisters. These are OG. I'm not sure if they're stainless steel or aluminum. Believe I got them at Bed Bath & Beyond, but they're 4 different sizes, and I had things like flour, sugar, popcorn, and coffee in them for many years. I had them for about 3 years probably, and they are worn and torn. One of them was broken from the beginning. What else? This one, I like them. I like the idea of them, but they don't really fit in with my theme of glass. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to do everything in glass now. I'm not sure about how safe they are because I'm not sure what they're made of, and I don't exactly love them. So I've replaced these with a whole bunch of different sized mason jars, so they all look uniform and I can put more things on my counter. So that's an example of an item that I use and like, but don't necessarily love and can replace with something better. Now, another item in my kitchen is this set of adorable little, I think it's like cheetah or leopard print mugs, and they are little tiny mugs, and these were given to me. They're from World Market. They're so cute. They were given to me by one of my old bosses, and they have really positive memories. I love everything about these. I used to drink my coffee in these in days pre-children. So I do occasionally still use them, but most of the time I go for the regular sized coffee cup because, let's face it, one needs an entire cup of coffee, not this little teeny tiny 1 cup thing. Okay, so while I love them, I don't use them as much as I used to or could, and they take up space on my counter. That, you know, it's clutter basically. As much as I love it and have positive feelings about it, it's still clutter because I'm not using it to its potential. So these will be sold, much to my dismay. But that's the other side of it. Just because something sparks joy and you love it doesn't mean that you should keep it. So that's kind of what I'm looking through at my decluttering process. There's a lot of things, a lot of clothes that I love and have used a lot, but just don't fit me perfectly anymore. And I just don't wear them as much as I used to, and so they're going. And that's how I'm going through everything. And it's hard. It's really hard to say goodbye to things that you love, but it's equally important to look at whether you love something as much as you use it, because you're going to have things that you use that you do love, things you use that you don't love, things that you love that you use, things that you love that you don't use. And you really have to weigh those options. And it's hard. That's why decluttering is so hard, and it takes a long time, because you have to go through this and go through this process. So that's kind of how I'm weighing my process here, and that's why Project Simplicity is going to go on for a while, and I may not have a video up every week, so bear with me, because I'm really having a hard time finishing things because I'm starting everything, and yeah. So that's a little bit of my decluttering process. Let me know what your favorite decluttering process is in the comments.